the panel at the top. So anybody want to kick us off for the second half? Any thoughts in the break as to... Three over here, hang on. I'll tell you what, this gentleman, you haven't asked one now, don't you? And I'll come back to you.
Hi, let's hope we don't need good luck this season coming up. Can I ask, can you tell us what style of football you're going to play? Because obviously, everybody knows that the last 35 home games we played, we only won 10. Because our manager went very defensive second half. Quite often we drew games that we should have won. So can you tell us what kind of style? You may not answer this by saying attacking, but...
Well, I'd like to think we're going to be attacking. Yeah. I'd like it. Your home. Listen, we all know home form is vitally and massively important if you're going to achieve anything in the league. I think. No, I'd like to think we're going to be very attack-minded. At the same time, I keep talking. We've got to make sure we don't concede goals and be strong and organised. But I just think it's person. Just got to pick the right personnel. I've got. The instincts are telling me I've got players who will perform at home and I've got a different team who will play away from home, and that's looking at the squad I've got at the moment. So it might be a little bit different, but at home I want to take, listen, I can say all the right things, it's easy. I'll get judged when we start playing, but we are going to be very attack minded. I'd like to think that listen, I like to get the ball down, I like to play, but at the same time you've got your personnel, and I've said before, the inconsistency unfortunately at this level. If I knew what every player was going to do week in, week out, it's so easy. I could just say, right, we're going to play like this. Unfortunately it won't be like that. But I think you just got, I think the pitch is a beautiful pitch, and I've always said when I've come and managed against the pitches, there's a big part to play for us, and I think you just got to use what it gives you. It's a big pitch and it gives you a bit of width, and hopefully we're going to play high up the pitch and get in the opposition. You've got to create chances, haven't you, to score goals. So listen, I want to, first and foremost, I want to win. I want to win. I think it just, confidence will come in. We're winning games, no matter how we're playing, it breeds confidence into the players, and players go out with the belief that way. I want the players to be hungry. We're going to lose games, that's just the way it is. But I want the players to be hungry and give you supporters and show them that they're there to do well, and go down. If we're going to get beat, go down fighting. And that's the way I want us to play. Yeah.
Got one in the corner here.
I think once upon a time, footballers had an identity on the pitch. They played a position, and a team played in a certain style. I think probably these days it's changed quite a lot and become much more flexible. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's not a good thing. But I certainly think for the last 6 months at Broughton Park, I'm not sure what the identity of the team was. And that may be something you're going to address, or it may be something you have thoughts on. So can I please, in the spirit of being mischievous, ask each member of the panel to say, which do you think is Macaulay Gillespie's best position? Left wing back, left back, or left centre back? Thank you.
It'd be funny if we all disagree, won't it? And you know where he's going to play anyway, don't you? Where I pick. No, I think his best position is left side, centre back. Whether to play him there, I don't know.
He's not very good with goalkeeping gloves on, that's all.
I think he could become a midfield player, holding midfield player, because he's high. He's probably the best passer at the club. He doesn't know he's the best passer, and that's a problem. He has to believe he's the best passer, and then he will become the best passer. But as the gentleman says, it was a great question. He has got attributes that, as we're saying, the young gentleman says here, he's an asset to the club. It's our job to make him a bigger asset. Now, become a top player, make money on him, but as a top player, I believe he can do that. The biggest thing is he really believe? That's the biggest question. Because you've got the ability. as John says, we've been impressed with him, but he must, I spoke earlier, he must have a desire. Whatever job you do, whatever you do in life, you must have a desire to be better. And that's what he needs to do.
And it's me saying left side centre half. That might be in 2 or 3 years' time, but that's where I think he is going to be. If he's going to play at a higher level, I think he could play left side centre back. Whether he's ready for the, it's different. It's a difficult league. This he's going to be playing 6'2" centre forward, battling against him. I don't think he's physically there at this moment in time, but he's definitely got the attributes to play. I think at a high level at left side centre back. He can also play left back. You've seen him more than me. Left side. I tried him in midfield last week. He's just got to learn, and I want him to get a bit of belief, thinking he's a very good player. Because if he gets that belief, I think he'll go on.
I think left side centre half or left side of a three. Maybe if you play three at the back, I think he'll be a good left side of a three. But he can play at different positions, and I think he'll give you a good performance. If you play wing back, you play left back, you play left side centre or whatever. I still think he'll give you a good, steady performance. But like we say, he has got attributes to start the attacks from the back. He can pass the ball really well. You can tell he's been at the academy. And now he's got to do it consistently well for us. But we're going to raise him 10-15%, like everyone's saying. And
one thing he has to do is defend better. He's not a very good defender at this moment in time, and we're talking about him playing defensive. He has to improve his defensive responsibilities.
We've got another one just down here.
Yeah, just a question to you, John. Two-barrel question. Why did you apply for the Carlisle United job, and what do you think you put across to the club to convince them to give you the job?
Well, one of the reasons I think my track record. I think I've done well at this level. I've proved myself at this level. Not me like blowing my own trumpet. I do know this league and this level, Division 1 and 2. I do know what's required to compete at it. So, regarding the job, it's a job just what come up, and it was an attraction. I feel as though after my experience at Fleetwood, I could have waited around, and I had the confidence that I would, if a job come along, someone would give me the opportunity. Carlisle just come along. Like I say, over the years, I've just had this needs work at the end of the day as well. And I wanted to get back in after Fleetwood. I wanted to get back in early. Like I say, I could have hung around probably till the start of the season. You know what it's like. A couple of managers probably would have lost a job in this league or Division 1. And I would have felt confident I'd have a good chance of getting, but I just wanted to get back in really. And I went for an interview in Leeds and met a couple of people who interviewed me for the job. I just liked what they wanted to say, and they liked what I wanted to say. I come down and spoke to them a little bit more, and it was a chance for me to get back involved. And I've told you that it's the attraction if I can get you going and if I can do well, and we start the season well, and I know that them supporters who have probably been frustrated over the last couple of years will come back. I know they will for sure. And at the same time, you've been close as well the last couple of years, so that's part and parcel. You're not far. I don't think the clubs or the team is far away. I think it's just a 10%, 15% bit more. Something a little. I'm different to whoever else has been in charge. We're all different, so I'm hoping whatever I feel as though I can do, I'll bring it to the club and we'll achieve something.
Any more questions? Yep.
A question for John. In terms of recruitment, who do you see as your main rivals in trying to get up the league this season?
I honestly think they're probably, it's funny, Accrington have killed everyone, haven't they? I was speaking to John Coleman only 2 days ago, what a magnificent job he done there, so I think every club will look at Accrington and feel as though they've got an opportunity of getting out. And I just think there's better quality of player coming into this league as well. When I look at players what are coming down to play in League 2, I think it's going to be a tough season. But I would like to think we can compete with, I think there's probably 15 teams really thinking that they can get out of the division. You'll get 1 or 2, probably would be happy just to stay up or whatever. We're not one of them. I think we're one of them, probably between 12, 15 teams who really believe. If you're looking at teams on paper and what they've got, and probably you think what budget they've got, you you'd fancy MK Dons, wouldn't you? You'd fancy probably Berry, I think might be alright. He's got Northampton, I think might be strong. Listen, teams that come down, who's come up, Macclesfield have been on a successful. You always find the team who's having a successful season will come up because they've been used to winning games. So I wouldn't like to pick, and I'm not in fear of anyone. I think, like I said, if I've got my best 13, 14 players fit every Saturday, I think we'll be competing. We'll be competing. I really do.
Any more? Hang on.
I'd just like to know who you're going to have as your creative midfield player this year.
I think we've got a couple of players in there who are creative. I know Jonah. I don't know what his position or what he plays. I know he obviously plays midfield and where he played last year, but I think Jonah's a very good footballer. Glendon, you'll be surprised again. He's someone who didn't play a lot of football last season, but the year before he was a regular in Fleetwood's team, who got in the playoffs in Division 1, so I'm expecting good, big things from him. Young Regan, I think you'll be really excited with. He's still a young player, but just because he's 18 and the size of him, looks like a little mascot. But you'll be very surprised in the way he goes about his game. He's a very good player. Etu, I think, should be doing a lot better. I think he's got good things in his game. If I can keep him on the pitch, again, I'll be giving him different advice in the way I want him to play. But Etu, again, I think Devitt's a good footballer. So, you know, we've actually got some good footballers in there. Probably a bit more skill, but I think we need, I've said before previously, a bit of width, bit of pace outside on the wide areas. Again, that's another player I would like to, if possible, and it comes around, I could bring in. So, as a ball player, Jones, Glendon, Slater. Listen, I'm going to try and play a system what's going to suit us, how the way we want to play.
Any more? Must be loads more.
John, are you a manager that tends to analyse the opposition in depth, or are you somebody that's just happy to go out on our strengths and let them worry about us?
I think again, you have to analyse whoever you're playing against. That's just the way football is now. Yeah, we'll be very thorough in the way we look at the opposition, what system they're playing or how they're going to play in their strengths and weaknesses. That's just something we will do. And as thorough as we can, and give as much insight into the players and what they need to know and what hopefully enable us to go and win a game. But also I'm a massive believer. I try and worry about my team more, what they're going to give me, and if you can get a belief and confidence in what they're going to give you week in, week out. So I'd like to focus on us more, but at the same time we will go everything between us. We will thoroughly go through the opposition and analyse strengths and weaknesses. But I want to know how Devitt's going to play week in, week out. Hope's going to play. Bennett. I'm confident with back four, and so I want to get a belief into my players that we are tough nuts to crack, and hopefully thinking we're going to go win. Every time we go out on the pitch we're going to win, and get the belief into the players more than that. But if we do that on the opposition, that's, you know, you've got to make sure you cover yourselves. The players don't make excuses that we didn't do this or do that, but we'll have everything covered, hopefully, for whoever we're playing.
Next question. We must have a few more.
As managers and players, I'm sure you'll have had a bit of criticism, a bit of barracking from the terraces. Yes. What, if anything, affected you most? I'm hoping for ammunition for our next home game.
What affected me the most?
Yeah.
This, I'm someone who, I don't like getting shouted at, and I don't get told I'm rubbish at my job or the team's not doing this and not doing that. It hurts, I'm not listening. But at the same time, it doesn't really bother me. We're all mad on football, we hate losing. We want to be doing our job properly. And if we see things on the pitch where the players, we get as frustrated as you lot. I want to rip his head off as well. And it's just, unfortunately, you just got to control yourself. I totally understand if someone's... I've been to watch games when I'm out of work and I'm watching, I'm thinking, and I'm looking at a player and I'm thinking, what are you doing there? Why are you going? Why you kick the ball out of play when you should? It's just natural enough. You people pay your money. You're very entitled to your opinion. That's football today. Everyone's got an opinion, and I appreciate that. Sometimes we don't agree with each other. You'll have an opinion of me, and whoever and whatever, and the way we play. And everyone's not going to like you, and that's just part and parcel of life. So I appreciate it. If we're not winning, it won't bother me too much. And obviously, I'll get the occasional one, and I'll turn around and have a look and think, you know, what are you going on about? The away dugout. No, listen.
I like Pilters, but I'm mad about Pilters.
Listen, it's a brilliant job, and you can't beat it when you're doing well and you're winning. All of us together, the whole club. I want everyone, if we're winning, and enjoying it. So, and when we're losing, it's going to hurt us all. That's just the way it is. And as a group, and I know what they're like as people, we'll be as bad and as angry as and hurt if we're not winning as everyone else. But hopefully, it won't happen too much.
Any more? Must be a few more somewhere. It's never about where I'm standing, is it?
As I said to you there before, when I was at Notts County, only 2 years ago as well, we were playing Morecambe at home to go second in the league, a point off top. I think it was 14 games into the league. I was the best thing since sliced bread, and then we lost 6 on the spin. I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and that's how quickly it can change. That is, unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast in football today. It just changes. You go from being brilliant to being... I can't say the word.
Hi John, just want to pin you down a little bit. You talk about more signings. Will these be permanent signings, contracts, or will there be more and more? Yes.
No, the next signing will be permanent, hopefully. If we can agree, I'm trying to get him in before the end of the week. It'll be a permanent.
What position is that?
Right side centre back. Yeah. Still there he is. I'd like to leave 1 or 2 again. Loans. We do loans are they're vital. If you can, I've always worked. Good loans can help you massively. So we've left little spaces. I do realise we need to sign players.
One thing, just on the fair play budgets and stuff like that. We've in the past got to Christmas and we've had no money. We haven't been able to strengthen. What's your thoughts on that? Are you putting it all in one basket, or have you got contingency for Christmas as well? Transfer with your
I'm just concentrating on the start of the season. Christmas is a long, long way away from me. And I'd like us, listen, I want us to start the season well. I want us to compete with the teams in and around us. And then, obviously, you're looking at a different situation if we're in and around where we want to be. I'm sure finances might come along. I might be able to get 1 player in. No, I think if we're competing, hopefully, I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do now. And where to stand, and I'm not making any excuses. Like I've said, it's important to keep our best players and the strong core of the squad fit. And then if we're doing it, competing well, I think, you know, hopefully we'd like to add and strengthen us up.
Thanks, good luck for the season.
We've got one down here, John, again.
I'm sure everybody will agree, John, it's nice to see Jason Kennedy back with a smile on his face and hopefully keep it alright. Is he going to be involved in the new year, do you hope?
Yeah, I think so. Listen, we know, myself and Tom have managed teams against him. He's an excellent player, and he's a big player who's going to be missed for obviously till Christmas time. But no, he looks. Listen, he started running now. He's had a terrible injury, unfortunately for the kid. But everything's positive with Jason at the moment. Good feedback. He seen surgeon a couple of weeks ago. Got really good feedback from him. He stepped up his training, and I don't like putting a time limit on, but Christmas time is hopefully where we all want to see him back, because he'll be a big player for us. And I think he knows he's got 4 months, 5 months of working his socks off, but he's got to be patient. It's important. He's probably got 4 years left of his career. It's not this next 3 months. He's just got to make sure he's right and he looks after himself. But he's going in the right direction, and he's in and around the players, and he feels a lot happier, I think.
Any more, ladies and gentlemen?
John, with only 2 friendlies left before Exeter, how far are you personally in your own mind off your starting lineup? What percentage? 7 players? 6 players? Have you got them set in your mind? Like, have you got your keeper? Have you got your back 4? Have you got the, like when we play Bradford on Saturday, will that be something near to what we're expecting at Exeter? Or is there still a lot of...
Without giving too much away, I don't like giving information. That. Probably Exeter are watching us next week, aren't they? So, no, I totally understand. I more or less know what my team's going to be against Exeter. Yeah. I do, 90%. Yeah, I do. Again, I keep them all fit, touch wood. Hopefully with a new signing, comes in and strengthens us up. We've been talking about it, and we feel as though we know how we're going to play. I think these are next, obviously Workington tomorrow. Obviously you'll see some kind of reference out what the team's going to look like for Exeter. I think it's important we're working on the shape of the team, and set plays, and how we're going to play, how the players have got to adjust, and how we want them to play in the positions. And I think you'll see a little bit of that in Bradford, yeah.
And tomorrow night, or is that more of just a general sort of fitness?
No, it's still fitness. I want us to go there, and I think we did well. I don't know if you at final game. I think first half we looked a good team. Still pre-season, still about getting your fitness. Workington again, it gives us a bit of just a chance to get a bit of game time for 1 or 2 of the players. But Bradford will be where I'm looking after. We're in training after Workington tomorrow. We're still trying to get as fit as we can. Bradford is the game probably. Obviously, with the opposition, we're going to get tested, and hopefully we can compete and look all right ourselves.
Okay, thank you. Another little question, and that's maybe to all 4. I just wondered, one of my personal frustrations last year was, and it's a competition that is much maligned, is the Checker Trade Trophy. But in my view, when we taken part in it, I don't think we took it seriously enough. And it's a great competition to make a substantial amount of money on. Just wondering what your own view on it was, and whether we'd be taking it, as serious as every other competition.
Well, John won't blow our own trumpet. I've won it twice, and as you say, it's a great financial aid, especially through the season. I think it's a great competition, I really do. I think for the lower league clubs, it's a chance to get to a cup final and win a cup. Realistically, you're not going to do it in the League Cup or the FA Cup, so why not do it in whatever it's called, the Checker Trade now? It's a great day for everybody concerned with the club. A day at Wembley, there's no pressure. Yeah, alright, it's a cup final, it's not like a playoff game where it defines your season. So when I hear people say bad things about it, straight away I'll say, yeah, we won at Barnsley, we won at Chesterfield, 600 grand for the club, not Mickey Mouse trophy, I'm telling you that now. I don't know what Carlisle would take. I remember when Greg got there 2 years running, he won it and lost. He lost and then won it the next time. Important revenue for a club like Carlisle, definitely. So I think it's a great trophy.
Any more questions before we wind up?
With this summer, with the pitches are quite often harder than they are in January, have you had to alter your training to compensate for that?
We've been training down here on the back more often than being up at Crichton, because it's simply just too hard. We had to call the game off in the week at Kendal with it being hard. it's tough on the players, you know what I mean? The surface is really hard and pounding about, but we've done a good job of watering the pitch on the back here, so we've trained mostly down here. And training's gone alright in the back, so probably need a little bit of work on it now because we've been on it that much, but as soon as the weather starts to get a bit wetter, we'll be probably back up at Crichton, but I think, you know, they still train down here sometimes in the week. So that's how we can manage, really.
Any more before we...
Come on then, come on.
Well, I just want to say to all your staff again that any loan players or short-term signings coming in, will you be exclusively using them? Because there was a case a couple of years ago where every fan paid a bit of money to sign a player from France, and who we all thought higher, and actually he cost about £25,000. We bought him, and we all were very excited. And he got an impressive game time of about 25 minutes, and he did nothing. So do you include, like, do you plan to use short-term signings or loan players much, John, at all, and staff?
Yeah. Can anyone remember the Frenchman's name? Can you can, I thought you would.
Junior Jorkheim.
Do you know him? Do you know him, John? No.
He didn't play much today, so I never seen it. No, regarding loans, like I said previously, I think loans are coming in to be involved and play as much as they can, but at the same time, if they're not performing, I'm not trying to leave them out of the team, but I'd like him, the reason I'm bringing them in is to hopefully make us better, so hopefully they're performing. Listen, the loan played a couple of Joe Fryer, and they're all young lads and they want to perform, and you know, and the good thing about them, they all wanted to come as well, you know. Young Regan's straight away, he's gone out to train with Sheffield United on the morning, and he's told Carlisle want him, and he got his boots and he was straight in his car and he was up there. He didn't query about it, and that's something I like in a player. Jerry Yates was the same. Tommy did a lot with Regan coming in, so you know, Joe Fry's exactly the same. Very enthusiastic. Just because they're on loan, you can tell in the lads themselves that they want to come and do well.
Do we aim to have like creativity to the squad this year? Because last year we had Sean Miller, who I think was massively mistreated and went to Crewe. So do you, because of his mistreat here, but do you intend to like add more creativity to the squad? Because I don't really see a great deal. Like Jamie Devitt, as I say, George Glendon I haven't seen yet, but you know, I think it's just something that we need, because creativity is good. It gets, as I say, players can go forward, attack forward, get straight forward towards the goal, or go to the side and attack from the side or forward to get the ball into the net. Because me, as a footballer, for my football team, I'm like a central
Run the show. Do you run the show in
I'm a central attacking.
No one can get near you, can you?
I'm a central attacking midfielder, which means I always like to get goals, because we have a method of playing it like from the goal to the side, down the wing, up front, and then we can hit it into the net. And that's part of what I like to do. Like, there's a lad that always, as I say, runs from the back, pass it to me, I charge it forward, or I either shoot and score, or I either pass it and we score, which is why we're top of the league at the minute, steamrolling every other team. On course with the trophy.
Have you got a form?
All I'm going to say,
got a pen?
I wish it was that easy. And I'm coming to watch you play next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending. I think we'll call it a day on that one. Cracking end to the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the panel.